Oh hi, welcome back to my fourth video for Her Name Was Fire. In this one I'm going to be going over the Fire Orbs build, but this time going towards the other cards instead of just based on Sorcery. So there are a lot of different options for this, so I'll just go over them as I see them. But I will take gamble just for the chance to get more of them. Okay, and here we go. So yeah, for this build, we will not be taking Fasting, the Witch, the Buffalo, or Necrophage at all, because all of them are based on our Sorcery and like crit chance, and Sorcery damage doesn't affect our cards, and crit chance doesn't affect our cards either. So I will take Metabolism because casting fast is very important for just getting as many spells out as possible. Okay, here's the first really good one. The Wing causes feathers to come out from your character with 55% chance at cast, and it goes up with level. And the number of them goes up as well. So right now it's only doing 8 damage, which is pretty mediocre, but this build's all about getting just all of those types of effects at once, so your damage is pretty strong. So I will grab another level of the Wing. So now it's 4 wings at 12 damage each. So I was intentionally shooting away from them just so you could see the numbers, but now I'm going to keep killing. Okay, so for this one I will redraw. Bullet Pulse isn't bad, but it's probably the lowest of the ones that are worth it. So I'll take Metabolism again. And the Wing again. So now the wings are doing 16 each. And with the frequency of casting as well as the damage, they're getting to be pretty strong already. Okay, for this one, because we're not based on the Sorcery itself, we will take Hunter. It has the most consistent damage with the range and everything. So right now it's only 4 damage, but it will climb as we get further into the build. I never take the Berserker, but Dragon's alright, but because it's like right in front of you, I recommend it more on Thunderblade than I do on this one. Okay, for this one, I'm going to just redraw. Pumpkin is a fun one, so I will take this one because there's no better option here, and skipping isn't worth it anymore. So what the Pumpkin does is it'll create a pumpkin head every 5 dashes, and when we blow it up, it does a whole bunch of damage to everything around it, and they can trigger each other as well. So with our damage, I'll go ahead and take Weakness, because I don't care about my Sorcery damage anymore at this point. Oops. Took an unnecessary shot. So here's the pumpkin here. So I'm going to just intentionally stand in it so it can be hit during all my stuff as well. There it goes. And that goes up by 50 damage every level. So for this, I'll redraw. For this, I'll take Drift. Drift will leave a fire trail every so often when I cast, or when I dash, which is pretty good for just luring enemies into. It's not high damage, but it's just good to be able to just kite around. Okay, I'm going to redraw that one. Okay, here's the Phoenix. So this is probably the most important of the spells to use, or of the alternates for attacks. So your damage goes down by 40%, as you can see, and that'll keep increasing. But now it'll make feathers similar to the other one, except the feathers will be on contact. and every time. So now I'm perfectly fine with losing sorcery damage. You can see on the contact hit, it creates 4 feathers that are doing 4 damage right now, and that's going to climb up a whole bunch by the end. And again, those feathers don't stack with sorcery either, which is why we do not care about the witcher and fasting. Okay, I'll take Phoenix level 2. So one thing I really like about this build is it doesn't really matter where you shoot, since everything goes everywhere. You do some more damage in that direction, so it's always good to aim at your biggest groups, but you will clear everything else as well. Especially once the build gets further in. Okay, Echo Hammer's not bad, but I would rather redraw. Okay, Phoenix level 3. And again, weakness is fine. So the clearing of the servers are already getting pretty quick. Okay, we'll take Hunter level 2. And this is one of the reasons why we want high cast speed, is for both Hunter and Phoenix, it's all about when the cast is finished. So we want to just be able to get the cast done as soon as possible between spells. Since I don't care about the damage of my sorceries, I will just go right into this fight. Okay, Magician. So he only really has 3 methods of attacking. He attacks with those horizontal blades. His spinning blade is always active, and then he summons these things. They're not too hard to dodge, and it gives you free time to just be able to attack. Oops. Made a stupid mistake there. There we go. So for here, Magician isn't bad for a cast. I just wish it had a higher % chance early. However, out of these, I would like to take it. The Devil's also really good, but I'm going to go with the Magician just to show you some different cards. So yeah. You can see that I've gained the Magician's ability at the 4 shots, which I think it does about 20 at level 1, which isn't too bad, but with how infrequent it is, it's not the best. Okay, here's Pact level 1. So the Pact will increase the damage of our Hunter at the cost of our Sorcery, which we do not care about. So we'll take that for sure. Okay, and there's the last level of our Hunter, so now we have a 100% chance to release arrows every shot. Well, the one thing is, it will not make additional arrows as long as the current one is still in cast, so you can't just spam them. There is a break in between them. But Okay, so Black Cat is an option, but we'd rather go for cards that actually increase our damage output. Out of these, the Blaze isn't too bad. It does give a dot, so it allows us to run around while they're still being taken damage, but I would rather take Scavenger just to pick up things better. Again, don't care about weakness. Okay, this one, nothing I want here. Nothing I really want here, but I'll take the Orbit. It's fine, I guess. So yeah, the Orbit only has one planet per level, and it's only up to level 3, I think. And it does okay damage, but I don't like how they're all in 3 different spots, so its damage doesn't actually increase, it's just 15 in 3 different locations. Okay, another level of the Pact, which is great. And... I'll get more movement speed. Okay, the only real enemy I have problems with is Death. Okay, so Hierophant has only a few different movement patterns as well. First of all, he's going to try to create these little vines under me. So as long as you start moving while he's doing it, the next part he starts attacking it in a relatively simple pattern, and he'll just keep repeating that. Careful that even when he's dead, he might still summon a couple of vines. Just because he's already given that attack command. Okay, so... Hierophant isn't bad, because it does make slow puddles that deal damage. So I'm actually going to take that one now. So yeah, you can see it makes these puddles, which just help keep you protected from things. Okay, here's level 3 of the Pact. So now these arrows are doing 25 per shot, which, when it comes to the fasting witch build, you're never going to hit those kind of numbers here. But again, it's a lot more fun to just watch everything get bursted in AoEs rather than just aiming at a single target and watching it die in one shot. That one shot right in front of me. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually pay close attention now. Okay, this one, I will go ahead and take Blaze because it helps for the dot. Okay, and for this one, I'll go ahead and take the Hair. Sunburst is really good for the Gatling Twig build, but I don't much care for it for the Fire Orb build. Because it's for each target hit with your Sorcery, which is only one every, like, 2 seconds. Or I guess it's one every 1 second, but you know what I mean. Okay, redraw. I guess I'll take more movement speed. And sorcery damage reduction. My damage is actually pretty low in comparison to where it usually is, but that's just because I haven't hit very many of the Feather or the Phoenix in a while. Okay, the Sun is very easy to dodge. He has really only 2 attacks that matter. He dashes at you and stays in one place, and he has a laser. So you just dash through the laser, and then he has very slow moving bullets, but those are pretty negligible. So, for the sake of getting a varying amount of attacks, I will take the Sun. The Sun's not bad. it does create like a little beam that does attacks in one spot, similar to the laser that he does. But again, it's a low chance because the allegories are kind of bad like that. Oops. So this boss, are those like elites, are probably the hardest ones in this build, because you don't move fast enough unless you stop attacking. Oh. I'm taking stupid attacks right now. Okay, so normally I wouldn't take the crawler this late, but I needed to be able to just get out of the range of attacks without having to let go. And I have to go right to the server now, because I'm at 1 health and I can't afford to take any more hits right now. So one also good benefit of going to the server this early is enemies won't really spawn any further while you're in here. So the ones that are chasing you are the ones that are going to be here. That's it. So even if you have a hard time killing the server, if you can kill the enemies around you, you have a safe area. Okay, for this one, I'm going to redraw. And I'm going to take the pumpkin just to get some higher damage and less dashes required for it. Okay, here we go. Metabolism again. Oops, I almost got myself a free hit. Okay. Draw that one. I will take Metabolism level 5, so that's capped out. And Angry Enemies is better off than anything else there. So yeah, now my cast speed is plenty fast. Okay, so as long as it's not death, again, I'm fine. Okay, Devil is pretty easy to predict. He has only really two things. He has this bullet pattern that just alternates between two, and then he does a triple shot. And then his other attack is he will summon things below you, and then do that double shot. So for here, I will actually take the Devil, because I need to get some more spread damage, since I'm lacking otherwise. Okay, and here's the last stage. So I already have some pretty good damage. I would like to get some more of the Pact, and Pact, the Phoenix, and Feathers. But I will accept this. Okay, I'll go ahead and take Devil level 2. I guess I'll take another level of the hair, and weakness is still fine. Okay. Okay, Temperance is very easy. He has two things. He will just summon waves of enemies while standing still. And then he does this wave attack that if you find a spot you can stand, he will not move it for the entire time he's casting. And then he repeats. But he's dead. And so that's the end of this run. So, as you can see, I just took a bunch of different types of attacks. It's all about just stacking as many effects as possible, since the damage is not nearly as high. And the witch, or the wing, the hunter, and the phoenix are the most important. But that's all I have for you this time, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.